All right. I'm making this little commentary to correct something that Michael Knowles said in an episode of The Daily Wire, episode 1941, young woman brutally assaulted by illegal immigrants is put to death. This is all fake. Okay, no, the part that she's put to death is not fake. First of all, it's euthanasia. But the fact that it was by illegal immigrants is not proven, and it is 99.9% fake. And I know that the Daily Wire doesn't like fake news. So I don't understand why they don't research their foreign news better. They have a staff of over 100 in Nashville, Tennessee, but it seems that they take a foreign headline and blast it, okay? And then there's no correction. And if I write to them, they're not going to answer me anyway. I've tried that before. So I decided to make this video because enough is enough of fake news. Okay, they don't like it. Okay, so their customers don't like it. So why should they be doing it? Now, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but I'm going to tell you what part of it is fake. The part of it that is fake is the crux of the entire story that he's talking about. The story was that there is an unfortunate young lady who chose euthanasia at age 25. Now, the information that I'm getting is from La Libération, which is a French newspaper. Okay, now before you jump on me, the people who know, if you're in the know, you know. So I'm going to tell you. There are three major French newspapers: Le Monde Diplomatique, which means the world diplomatic, Le Figaro. Those two tend to be right-wing, center right-wing. And then you have La Libération, which tends to be left-wing. Now, why am I not on Le Monde or Le Figaro? And I will tell you why. Because in order to read the full story, I need to have a paid subscription. Imagine that. To get the news, I need a paid subscription. When I go to the left, sort of left-leaning, La Libération, I don't need a paid subscription, and I've got the news without a paid subscription. So before you accuse me of being a leftist, I'm on the left-wing newspaper because the others require me to pay, and this is free. And the Libération is very well known also, okay? So it is, I would say, top of the line. Top tier, along with Le Monde, Le Figaro. So let's talk about the headline. Euthanasie de l'espagnole Noelia Castillo, un déluge de fake news entre vente d'organes, pressions de l'hôpital et viols par des mineurs étrangers. Bon. Euthanasia of the Spanish young lady Noelia Castillo, basically a flood of fake news between organ selling, hospital pressure and, aggression, basically violation by unaccompanied minors. So I'm not going to talk about every one of those points. I'm going to talk about the major point is what occurred when did her aggressions occur, first of all. So this is a young lady that had been removed from her house, I guess, or not removed, but placed under the services of the state. During what years? Between 2015 and 2019, okay? In 2019, she turned 18, so she voluntarily left. Okay, so elle avait été placée sous la tutelle des services sociaux de 2015 à 2019. So she was placed under the direction of the social services from 2015 to 2019. Les débats autour de sa santé mentale ont créé beaucoup d'émoi, de discussions autour, etc. So the debates around her mental health has created a lot of emotions and discussions, about this end-of-life situation. So now, no, la jeune femme n'a pas été violée par des mineurs étrangers non accompagnés. No, the young lady had not been violated by illegal immigrant minors, unaccompanied illegal immigrant minors. No, she was not. And in fact, here is the actual story. What happened was there was a far right-wing person in the government there who basically wrote a tweet Basically, he wrote, l'État enlève une fille à ses parents. The state removes a girl from her parents. 10 mineurs non accompagnés la viole. Unaccompanied minors who are illegal have violated her. Et la situation que propose l'État, c'est de la pousser au suicide. And the solution that the state proposes is to push her to suicide. Well, this is fake. Okay, this is all not incorrect news. All right, so selon El País is another very well-reputed journal, but this one is Spanish. Il existe ainsi aucun élément prouvant que cet épisode ait eu lieu et qu'il ne soit d'origine de sa tentative de suicide. There is zero proof that this episode occurred and that it was the origin of her suicide attempt. Now, la jeune femme relate bien 3 épisodes où elle a été victime de violence. Okay, so she basically did say that there were 3 episodes where she was violated. Okay. Aucun ne correspond au contexte d'un viol collectif par des mineurs isolés. None of what she has said corresponds to the context of a violation, a collective violation by unaccompanied minors. Le premier se serait produit, raconte-t-elle, avec un garçon qui a été son compagnon pendant 4 ans et qui, une nuit, a abusé d'elle, etc. The first would be, according to her, with a young man, garçon, man, boy, who was her companion for 4 years and who abused her one night after she had taken somnifères, after she had taken sleeping pills. So the first time she was abused by her boyfriend, okay? The second time, second time, dans une discothèque, lorsque 2 garçons ont tenté d'abuser. Okay, so the second time was in a discotheque where guys tried to do stuff with her. Okay, abuse her. And the third time, la 3e fois également dans une discothèque, lorsqu'elle explique avoir été agressée par 3 garçons en même temps. And the third time she was abused, violated, was also in a discotheque by, and it was by 3 people in the discotheque. So these, first of all, are not minors. The discotheque usually would be people above 18, maybe above 21. These are not minors. First of all, she's, old enough to go to a discotheque. So, and she keeps going back. Okay, so she apparently got violated the first time in a discotheque, and she returns to the discotheque. Okay, so we have mental problems here. Behavioral problems, promiscuity, mental problems. Okay, I'm not, this is clear. But to take this story and to say that unaccompanied minors did this is false reporting. It is incomplete and fake. First of all, it's false reporting, and it's incomplete because you're not saying what the complete story is, Michael Knowles, right? So I'm very upset at this because every time, a lot of times when you have a story from overseas, you are misrepresenting it and you're talking fake news, and yet you will never offer a correction, ever. Will you offer a correction, Michael Knowles, and show this? Show this title from this Libération? That what you just said in your episode, you spent 1/3 of your episode talking about something that is fake news. Okay, now you can talk about the psychological aspect, whether it's good or bad what she did. Okay, this is not my discussion. My discussion is presentation of the news, and it should be viable news. It should be a trusted news. It shouldn't be off of the tweet of a extreme right-wing person, and that you're taking this to be the word of, the truth. Go to the source. So, now, if we go to the Direction Générale de la Prévention et de la Protection de l'Enfance et de l'Adolescence, okay, so this is the French translation of the Spanish services, which I'm going to now translate in English. The General Direction for the Prevention and the Protection of Childhood and Adolescence They said qu'aucun incident d'agression sexuelle n'est enregistré dans les centres résidentiels où Noelia Castillo avait été placée entre 2015 et 2019. There has been zero aggression in this sense that has been, that was registered in the residential centers where this unfortunate young lady lived between 2015 and 2019. So Michael Knowles, I'm sorry, but you really should be issuing a correction, okay? Now, there is one last thing that Michael, I don't know, he didn't show this good because it's also fake. There is a video that's going around, apparently, of someone being taken from his or her family. That's not her, and they're saying it's her? No. Okay, so basically, there's someone on Twitter saying that there's a video of her being taken from her family. No, that is not true. She was taken, and she was placed in the foster care, equivalent of foster care in 2015. The video that is shown here is from March 2026 and does not concern the family, her family, or her at all. So one has to look at the sources. Okay, une fausse vente d'organes. Okay, so he didn't say that it was true that the organs were being sold, but well, also they say it's fake here. Okay, okay. So anyway. I'm not going to get into the other details of this case. It's a very sensitive case. But another thing I'd like to mention to Michael Knowles is, well, he says it's a family show, so he doesn't want to use technical terms. Now, pivoting onto another subject. So he's using the word swimmers, okay, to denote a part of male liquid anatomy. Okay, well, you can probably guess what I'm talking about. Why don't you just say the word, Michael Knowles, okay? Say the word, biologically what it is, as like a biologist would, okay? Instead of trying to use this other language, swimmers, and I don't know what he's saying. And then in the same episode, he's talking about transgenderism, and he says it's a family show. No, instead of beating around with all of these words, okay, these things to avoid saying a biological, how should I say, fluid, he beats around the bush. Okay, so I think that you should say biologically the word, all right, and that way, even if there are younger people watching your show, they will know that is the word. The word is not swimmer, all right? And so I think you need to be more mature, okay? Be more firm, and just use biological terms. And by the way, the biological term is, you can look it up in the biology book. Read it from the biology book if you have to, all right? Anyway, I don't usually make these types of reaction videos, but I feel that the Daily Wire has made many mistakes in the last couple of months. I don't have time to watch all these episodes. Well, I pick and choose the episodes I do watch, and I have seen a few mistakes. And so this is a blatant mistake. This is blatant. Okay, this is obvious mistake that he made. It's fake news. He basically promulgated fake foreign news on his channel and on the Daily Wire's channel. So thank you very much. I hope that you will contact Michael Knowles and tell him that you need to research your stories better, especially the ones from overseas. Oh, time is up. Thank you. Bonne nuit.